So today I'm going to give you the quickest and best ways to kill all the Ark as a solo in Ark Raiders. So the thing with the Rocketeers is you can actually, sometimes you can sit from a distance and you can constantly shoot out both of the rotors here on the top and they won't actually get too close to you. Other times they'll do something like that, triple attack, and then they'll run over to exactly where you are. And then you're kind of left in a position where if you don't have a wolf pack, you're going to take a lot of damage. So 2 wolf packs usually does the job. And that's one of the quickest ways to take them down. And he's gone. Well, as I was saying, you can actually sit from a distance and shoot out the rotors, but sometimes they will just fly over really quick and take you out. But 2 wolf packs will indeed do the job. Sometimes 1 takes it out, but 2 is usually the safe bet. For example, this Rocketeer here is very far away. So what we can do here is we can start shooting him now. You're going to be aiming for the sides, the 2 rotors on the sides. Now, there is another technique that people like to use where they will shoot directly into the middle of him and it opens up a weak spot. And he's a little bit easier to take down. He's after locking on someone else there, but he might come over here to me. But they definitely do bug out sometimes. They go really slow and then you can just easily take out them rotors. I prefer doing it with an anvil because it's more damage. But be my guest and use any sort of weapon that you prefer. Almost have 1 gun. There's 1. I can take out the other one now, nice and handy. See, he's just kind of stuck there, just looking at me. Couple of shots to do this. And there he goes. Like, he's pretty much useless now. So, another unique way we can take down the good old Rocketeer is you want to sneak up behind him. Get your old snap hook. Up you go, like so. Place your mine on top of him. And drop off nicely. That's the end of the Rocketeer. Perfect timing. While it is a little bit more risky to do it that way, it is very quick and super satisfying when you pull it off. The thing with the Rocketeer is they have a cone-shaped field of view that can spot you. You can actually get in right behind them here like that, and if you're using a showstopper nade, you can take them down so easy. So if we get our showstopper nade here, sneak in behind the Rocketeer, get the Rocketeer with a showstopper nade, run over, plant our deadline on him. Now watch the magic happen. Boom, there he goes. An easy way to take down Rocketeers. So we have a Bombardier here pretty close that I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to kill him. Well, this way definitely might not be the most efficient way, but it definitely is one of the easiest. So with the Bombardier, you really need to be watching out for his 2 spotters that will be in the air. You can see they're over there towards the pharmacy building. So I can actually sneak over this way. Now what you want to do is get your deadline and some smokes ready. And all you got to do here is sneak over beside him, smoke him up. Grab your deadline. Run over here to the back of him. Get your deadline on him, and then move away as quick as possible. And there you go. And that is one of the easiest ways to kill the Bombardier. But it is definitely not the most efficient. So another easy way that you can be killing the Bombardiers as a solo player is... Let's take out the old spotters here first. Make it a little bit easier for us. 2 shots will do it with the anvil. And there's the other one gone. So another easy way is if you have yourself some trailblazers, You want to get these in behind them now so that when they're in behind them, it's going to do the most amount of damage. Like so. He is already very, very weak there. And it's so easy like that. A couple of smokes, some trailblazers. You can easily take out the Bombardier as well. So the Bastions are pretty much the same as the Bombardiers. The only thing with the Bastions is you do really got to watch out for when they lock onto you with their turret, because they will do an incredible amount of damage. But you just get in, smoke them up. Now placement is key. These guys. Placement is key here. You want to be getting it right on the very back, like so. Get a little bit of space for yourself after you plant it. That should do the trick. Perfect. The one thing with the Bastions is you really just got to be careful of that turret, because it's going to do an incredible amount of damage if it locks on. Smokes will blind the Bastions' field of view. That's why I recommend using the smokes. So once again with the Bastions, they can be killed super quick if you bring in a couple of trailblazers and get them in the right position. Another way you can do it if you don't have smoke grenades, you can also use the lure grenade. The lure grenade is actually so handy at times. So you can just get it like so. Alright, we're just going to put it out ahead of them. Alright. And there he goes. See how easy that was? Like, we used barely any trailblazers there. We just put them in the right position, threw a lure grenade out in front of him, and he's quite easily dead. You don't really have to make it complicated when you're fighting against these Ark. There is super easy ways to kill them. They're very quick. So another quick and easy way to take down the Bastions is if you just aim for the very back. There's a little yellow spot there. Once you break that open, it's going to expose a little bit of a core in at the back, and you can just keep shooting that core and it'll blow up super quick. So for the friendly old leaper here, a really good way to take them down is you want to be bringing trailblazers with you when you're fighting these, because you can actually one-shot them with the trailblazer. All you gotta do is get their attention, wait till they jump over to you, get your trailblazer at the ready. Now placement is key here with the trailblazer. You want to get it in behind him, because that's when it's going to do the most amount of damage. And there you go. It's as easy as that. So as terrifying as the shredders are, you can actually take them out super easy, and all you need is a couple of these old synthesized fuels. And throw a few of them down there on the ground. Now you can also shoot the thrusters here at the bottom, and that also does a lot of damage to them. But the way I like to do it is I just like to let them deal with themselves. And that's the quickest and easiest way to deal with the shredders. Now, for the Hornets, these guys can be so annoying. Everybody knows how annoying the Hornet can be. You can actually struggle with a Hornet more than you can struggle with the likes of like a Bombardier or a Bastion. Honestly, these guys get you in the wrong position with no stamina, and these are going to give you a really rough time, especially if they have two Wasps with them. But they're actually super easy to take out, and you can actually easily just dodge their attacks, like so. It's very easy. One of the best ways to take them out is just shoot their back rotors. That's literally it. And that's it then. They'll do the rest themselves. Once the two back rotors are out, they'll literally just take themselves out. For the Wasps, honestly, the best way to kill them is just shoot them direct. Taking out the rotors can be a little bit of a pain sometimes because they do end up flying all over the place. Sometimes it's just best to just shoot them directly. Like usually 3 hits with an anvil will do it. If they're close to something else, like there, you shoot them once, they'll fly into like a wall or something, and then they'll end up dying. So another very quick and easy way for taking down Wasps is actually a very OP grenade that I don't see a lot of people using. But it's so handy to use. But you can literally one-shot them with a good old sea grenade. Now, I wouldn't really waste my time on a Hornet with the sea grenades, as it takes like 3 of them to kill them. And as for the good old spotters here, you need to take out the little white sides on them, because if you take out the little white area on them, it just takes them down so much quicker, and it's a lot easier. Now, as for the fireballs, you can actually one-tap these with most weapons, but if you're using a light weapon, like say a kettle, for example, you will actually struggle to one-tap them. But all you gotta do is wait for them to come over, open up like that, shoot them. No matter what weapon you have, you will almost one-tap them once they open up like that. Now, with the likes of like an anvil or a heavy weapon, it's mostly is one shot. So with the surveyors, you really want to be waiting for these guys to be surveying, because that's when they're going to take the most amount of damage. So we have a surveyor here, and we're going to wait for him to start surveying. He should start anytime soon. There he goes. Once he starts surveying, hit him with a snap blast grenade, like so. I was a bit slow on it now. But if you were to get that directly inside of him there, you're going to do an incredible amount of damage, making it a lot easier to take them down. I was a small bit slow on it. Just be careful, because they will try run at you like that. There he goes. But if you get the placement on that nade a little bit quicker than I did, you will kill him a lot more quicker. So that is the quickest and easiest ways to solo all the Ark in Ark Raiders. I will have an in-depth guide coming soon on the bosses. That's all for now, people. Stay safe out there, and I will talk to you in the next one.